Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and if you're an Uber driver, Lyft driver, professional driver, or any kind of driver that like to keep track of everything that's going on in your vehicle, inside and out, then this is the video for you. This is EBPMAN Tech Reviews, and today we're going to take a look at the first of its kind. This is the Vantrue N4 that has cameras that record the inside, the outside, front and back, all at the same time. Let's check it out. Now, as more and more of us are looking at alternative methods to bring in income to our homes, either as an Uber driver, Lyft driver, Amazon driver, or any kind of driver, you may want to have the ability to record everything that's going on around you. So today I'm going to share with you, this is a first of its kind dash cam. This dash cam has the ability to record what's happening in front of you, what's happening behind your car. So if someone rear-ends you, it would be recorded, and also what's happening inside of your car. And you're going to get them all recorded at the same time. You're going to be able to also hear all of the audio coming in from inside of your vehicle. We're going to have video samples so that you can see how clear this is, because the quality is absolutely amazing. So let's get right to it.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell icon to get notified when new videos become available.
Now, before taking a closer look at the Vantrue N4, we're going to take a look at the Amazon website where you can pick this product up. I'm also going to have the link to this product in the description area. So we're looking at the Vantrue N4 dual dash cam. It's a 3-channel dash cam, right? So it has a 1440p front, 1080p inside, and a 1080p rear, and it's a triple dash cam. I've never seen a dash cam like this before, and I've used Vantrue in the past, and I've reviewed it several times here on the channel, just a different version. So this is the first time we're looking at a triple dash cam. It also has a infrared night vision capability. It has 24 hours parking mode, motion detection, and supports up to 256 gig micro SD cards. Now, as we're taking a look at here, some of the features, camera's really, really small and also incredibly lightweight. You'll see here, and you're going to see in the samples how I'm going to show you a live recording of where I'm driving a vehicle, and you'll see all the cameras, how they work. So here you have the view where you'll be able to see all these different views recorded simultaneously, and they're going to be in sync. It's using the Sony sensor. It also has 4 IR lights, to make sure that it's capturing everything. So even when you're in the inside, you notice right here, you'll go into almost like a black and white. You'll have a night vision mode. So it's not only going to capture the outside in night vision, but it's also capturing the inside, which is really, really cool. You also then, if we move on over here, have 24-hour parking mode, as we mentioned. So, and it also has motion detection. So as soon as it sees some motion in the front, it's going to go ahead and then set off its recorder. You have collision detection as well. And then also then what we have is a product that is very safe to be even in the hottest temperatures. You'll notice this. So depending on the city that you're in, you may find, like if you're in Florida or Texas, that you take these gadgets out because you want to protect them. You'll notice that over here, it really supports or survives in really hot conditions. So what we're going to do next is take a look at the product, what's included, and then we'll go into some video samples. Now in the box, in addition to the user guide, you're going to find your camera with a mounting solution. You'll find the rear camera. This is an extension cord that's going to allow you to connect this camera, and I'll show you how that works in a second. And then you have the power solution. Now, all these combined give you that triple camera experience. Now, focusing first on the main camera, you have a couple things going on. So this is going to be your outward facing camera. So this is good as when you mount into your vehicle like this. This is going to be outward facing camera. Here you have an inward facing camera. This camera can be adjusted, so you can change the angle that it's picking up, but it's a wide angle lens, and you'll see that in the recording. You do have on this side the storage card, so this is where you'll put your micro SD. You have a reset button here. You also then have your rear camera connection here, and then you have an output video port here. Over here you have where your main power comes in. So your main power comes here. This is where your third camera that goes in the back would show up. And as you mount this and you turn this way, this area will basically adhere to your window. So watch this, or to your front window. So as you turn it, you'll notice how it changes a little bit. We'll do this in an angle right here so you can see that. So this kind of like sucks into place, and then it kind of locks there, and you'll notice that it creates that suction needed to mount it. If you want to remove it, you just turn it this way, and then you pull from this tab, and it'll come out without a problem. You do have some adjustments that you can make. So if you loosen this area right here, you can adjust it again. So you can adjust the camera and tilt it as you'd like. Now you do have several controls here. So you have a menu button, an OK button, the ability to navigate forward and back, as well as changing your camera angle. So you'll be able to change your camera angles as you push this button. All right, so it's pretty simple and very straightforward. Now we do have another camera, and this is the camera that gets mounted in the back. And you'll notice that it comes with 3M adhesive, so you'll be able to mount this. So this would go in the inside. If you have a lift back like what I do, it will be fine, because all you do is remove this tape, fix it to the area that you want to have, and then you adjust the angle. So this will determine how much or how much of the back you're going to get. So depending on the height of your vehicle, you may tilt it more, or you may have to raise it up, and you can adjust that as you'd like. And then this cord right here is gets plugged into this very long extension cord that we have here. We'll bring this on camera. So this one gets connected here, just like this, right? Gets plugged in, and then once you plug that in, and you have this in your car, you're going to connect this right here. It's a USB-C connection, which is really nice. Gets connected in here, and that's all you do. So you don't have to have an additional power source, because this is going to power your rear camera automatically. So next, let's turn this on so you can see some of the features in the interface, and then what we'll do is we'll do a driving sample. Now next, let's take a look at some of the menu options that you'll probably be changing once you get the actual dash cam. So the first thing we're going to do is go into the recorder setup. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And one of the things I advise you to do is to make sure that you have the highest resolution. So I got front, cabin, and rear. I just do them all at once, and I have mine set at 1440p, 1080p, 1080p, and 30 frames per second. So that's good. Now I'm just going to go back, and then the other thing I like doing is I'm going to change the loop period for the recording. I have a decent size memory card in there, so I'm going to go ahead and hit OK, and I have mine set to 5 minutes. That's what I like. All right. Now what you could do is also, as you're going down here, you can actually set up, make sure that the IR LEDs are on, the actual G sensor, so that if there's any motion or impact to your car. And then also if you want audio recording, I have mine turned on. You also can go in here into your park mode. Let's go into that. And you can enable that for either collision detection or collision and motion detection. I have them set for both. I advise that you do the same. Let's go back into that, make sure we turn that back on. Go one, and we're going to hit OK. All right. You could also then modify the exposure, especially if you find that you have to adjust the brightness because you're either in a bright area or in a dark area. Depending on what your situation is, you can go ahead and adjust that. We're going to go ahead and come back for a second. You then also have in this area, one of the things that you'll use here, as soon as you put an SD in, a micro SD, you'll want to reset it. You'll set your date and time, and then you'll set the auto LCD off. And this is what I was mentioning to you. I normally don't keep it on when I'm driving. I only have it, I have it as soon as I turn on my car, I see it turn on, I know that it's recording, and then it turns off. So you'd go ahead and set that area as well. Now, taking a look at what you'll see in this little screen, you're going to get multiple cameras. So this is the internal camera, and you can see my finger here moving right there. Here you have the other camera right here that's going to be the back camera. And then you have in the front here your front camera. So you'll be able to see all three of them at the same time. And what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to switch between camera, view, that's taking up the center. This is why I really don't have this on, because again, it becomes a distraction. You can also switch different modes as you're in here. So you can actually go from color mode to kind of like, it's going to automatically do that, but if you wanted to just cycle through them, you could see that. So notice as I'm going to come back in camera, now I am in color and everything else is in color. So really flexible interface, simple, yet is going to give you everything that you need.
Now, as he discussed at the very opening of this video, this is a fantastic dash cam for those of you who are professional drivers, or if you're just an average driver like I am, just someone who would want to have a recording of everything that's going on in their vehicle. If you're an Uber driver or Lyft driver, or again, someone in the profession, the neat thing about this camera is that you're capturing not only what's happening in front of you, what's happening behind you, but also what's happening inside the vehicle. You're also capturing all of the audio as well. And you can see here that I'm capturing a really wide area of this intersection, as well as the streets that we just passed up. We were able to pick up even the sidewalk area. So if something were to take place, either while you're driving, either by a pedestrian walking by or by a vehicle, you're going to be able to capture everything on this camera. Now, this camera also has a really nice feature that you will never run out of memory. Every 5 minutes, and this is configurable, it will basically store what's in memory and then override it in 5-minute intervals, 1-minute intervals, and there's some other settings that you could configure as well. The resolution, as you can see here, is pretty great. This is 1080p, and you'll be able to configure that as well. And from a night perspective, you can also do that. Now, you'll be able to adjust the actual angle of the camera lens, the inside, the outside one, and even the one that's picking up in the back. So all areas are pretty adjustable. You can swivel up and down and have a fair amount of adjustability when it comes to the viewing angles. Definite must for those of you who want to have an accurate recording of everything that's going on in your vehicle.
So guys, that wraps up our review of the Vantrue N4. Again, triple camera, 1080p. This is definitely a must-buy if you're in the driving profession, or if you want to make sure that you have a recorded log of everything that's going on around you when you're driving. Let me know what you thought about this product in the comment area below. Would love to hear from you.